Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be restocking some of our candles. If you are watching this video today, it should be August the 27th and it's also our restock day. Not only are we restocking some candles, but we are restocking a few other things on our website as well. So if you're not familiar with that, go ahead and check us out. It's going to be Sincere with a C, Vibes with a Z.com. Again, sincerevibes.com is going to be our website. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting ready to plug in my heat gun, and what I'm going to do is just go over the tops of my candles. You can't really see it right here, but I did poke some little holes in the top to try to help the air bubbles that may be trapped just below the surface trying to release or whatever. But all I do is I just use the heat gun, and you can see how it just melts down. I think I got this heat gun off of Amazon. At the time, it was probably like $20 or whatnot, but I've had it for about 4 years. I haven't had any issues. It still does exactly what it's supposed to do. So you'll see me go through, and I'm gonna melt these tops down. Okay, so this is going to be the process up close. This side I've already hit with the heat gun, so you can see some of it still melted and some of it has already set again. Some of these I will have to re-hit because I can still see the holes I poked in it. So this is what it looked like before the heat gun touches it, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like as soon as the heat gun goes down on it. So right here, you can see me using the heat gun, and you see that crater starting to form, which means the wax cooled, but it cooled too fast, so it left like this crater. So it on the surface, it looks like it was fully done, like it was ready, but as soon as that heat touched it, it kind of showed the imperfection that was underneath it. So that's why I like to go with my heat gun and just fix the tops of it. So I wanted to show you guys real quick. This is like my little mini store area right here. I plan on filling this whole thing up with products, and I'm going to rearrange it as well. But this is actually what our candles look like when they are done. The label and design I create myself. I also print them myself, which you will also see in this video. But I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Now moving on to label creation. So I have to watch my FBI shows, so that's what you see playing on my iPad. But basically, getting to the meat and potatoes, I use Canva to design my labels. So I found a basic label that I liked, and then I just go in and then I just change what I want to change to fit my actual business. Now, the names that you see for the candles on here are actually going to change. I was just playing around with some stuff in here, but I ended up changing the names after this, so it's not going going to be the set name that's on the candle. This one actually is Plaid Shirt season. That one is going to be the true name, but not necessarily for the rest of them. And what you see me doing is adding like the notes of what the fragrance smells like. What I do is I go to the person's website of where I bought the fragrance from. They typically have their notes listed, and I just take that and I type that into or onto my label to show you guys what the notes smell like, so you kind of have a clue of what the fragrance will. See, like this right here, thank you to my man, I end up changing that. This lemon pound cake, I end up changing that too. Lemon pound cake is actually You're Baking My Day. I've sold it a couple of times and people like it, but I used to make it in frosted form. So this is going to be just like a regular candle. It won't be frosted on top like how I used to make it. But the thank you to my man is actually tobacco and bay leaf. So that one I ended up changing. So now I'm just showing you guys on my iPad because it's not set up. It wasn't set up on my computer this day. So I go through and I download the images that I need to my iPad. Then I go into Cricut, extract those images, and that's what you see me doing here. So once I set it up in here or whatnot, I will eventually print and cut this on my Cricut, and then I will apply each label to each jar once every candle has cured, when the candle is done setting. Basically, it takes about 2 weeks for a candle to actually cure before I release them for sale. But as soon as they set and they harden, then I can put the label on. So that's what you see me doing here. It's just printing it out. So when it's printed, this is what it looks like. I print on white sticker paper, and then I put it inside of a laminating sheet, and then I run it through the laminator. Once that part is done, I just stick it on the Cricut and I let the Cricut do its thing, so it cuts it for me. But it's the simplest way to make your own labels at the house versus me having to outsource. So eventually it will become a time to where I have to outsource, but right now I can still do it. So this is what the candles look like after they've set. The You're Baking My Day was actually still setting, but as you can see, it had a few air bubbles. So I went back and re-hit the top of those to kind of pop the air bubble or whatnot. But the other candles set perfectly, and we're back to having smooth tops like we did in the beginning. Now, once everything is all said and done, I go in and I start removing my little popsicle sticks. It's literally 2 popsicle sticks that's tied together with rubber bands, and that's what I use as my wick holder versus buying wick holders, because you can go to the Dollar Tree and get the rubber bands, and you can also get the popsicle sticks from there too, and it's very cost efficient to do this. But once all the popsicle sticks are removed, I then go in and I take my candle wick cutter, and I cut all my wicks down to about 1 inch is what I think it is, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure, but that's typically what I do. Right now, I'm really just re-hitting them again just because of certain spots that I saw that I didn't really care for. So that's what you see me doing now. And then, like I said, I come back, I cut them down, and I just clip them all the way through and move on to the next step. So once all my wicks are cut, I then come in and begin my labeling process. So I showed you how I make the labels. This is what they look like once they come off my Cricut, and then I just pop them on the sheet and I apply them directly to the jar. As you can see, I apply each and every label with my hand, and cut the labels. Once they are applied to the jar, this is the look of what you would get with which I like it cute, simple. I put them on as neatly as I possibly can, but that's about it. That's how it's done. Once all labels have been applied, then this is the look that we are currently working with at this time. The 3 fragrances you see are Plaid Shirt Season, which is a rename of Flannel, Tobacco and Bay Leaf, and we also have your Baking My Day, which is actually lemon pound cake, but I don't know, I've been calling it your Baking My Day because I normally post that candle around February, but since I'm changing it up next year, I'm posting it now. But I love the way this look. I love the new matte candle jars that I got. So yeah. Now the next step, what I typically do is I go in and I put a warning sticker. So if you purchase a candle from me and you lift your candle up, on the bottom of the candle jar, you will see this warning sticker. It's basically just shortcut instructions on how to burn a candle safely in your home. Everybody knows it's pretty much common sense on what to do, but legally it's important to have these instructions or the warning labels on your products. That way, if someone doesn't know or they're using a candle for the first time or whatever the case may be, you are doing what you need to do and that person has the instructions there listed for them. So that's what you're going to see me is go through and put all these labels on each and every jar. So that pretty much sums it up for today's video. Like I said, today is a restock day. So if you're interested in anything that we make, please go head over to our website and check us out. It's going to be sincerevibes.com. And always remember, it's sincere with the C, vibes with a Z, because we are sincere and we are a whole vibe. So thank you so much for watching our video.